There we go. Hey, what's up, everyone? So, yeah, my dad made a big boo-boo. He's been talking to you, and he never pressed go live. So,
looks like they're answering us. They're answering the things we were talking about.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Who thinks that they forgot to press the stream button? Thank you, Richard Brown. you know, things happen. We're so busy over here. I did not realize. We went live and we were talking to you. We've said some very nice things about you guys. Okay, let's go straight to the mom update because there should be enough people here. Let me check on that. We've got 149 people, so we can go to the Tracy update. All right, this week. Now, you guys know last week Mara wasn't here.
They're asking about the drinking word. Drinking word is Bruce, in loving memory of my boy Bruce, because I haven't seen him in 3 weeks. Cannot find him, and I think he's dead. So today's drinking word is Bruce, in loving memory.
Bruce, right here. So, anyways, this week Tracy, she's done something unbelievable. You know, when I position her on her back, she lays on her back, and I got her legs, 2 pillows under her knees. I position her on her right side or her left side. On her left side, she's laying there like this. Now, if her arm has a spasm or a what do you call that? A chuck in your arm, Charlie horse. She would have gone straight like this. She didn't. I'm laying there talking to her, and I'm getting her breakfast ready and stuff. She went like this, raised her arm up, and then she raised it up like this. I'm like, I have never seen that before. That's all her. That's not a spasm. That's not a contraction. That's not a Charlie horse. She articulated her arm, and then stretched it out like she was asking a question. Ooh, 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 She did this all on her own. This is a whole brand new movement for her that she's never done before. And we took her outside. Mara had her outside today for 4 hours while we were setting up for the big sale tomorrow and the giveaway tomorrow. Mara had her out in front of her pond, and it was nice and shady and the nice wind. It was 73 degrees. It was so nice. Tracy was out there, and she was up for a long time. She ended up falling asleep out there. She had herself a great time. So, she's doing really good. As far as her dentist appointment, we had it scheduled for the 11th, and then they canceled it and moved it to the 30th. And I complained and bitched about it. Well, they moved it back to the 9th. Not because they had an appointment open. They said, we'll put you on a waiting list. If somebody else cancels, we can put you on there. Well, they called me on the 8th and says, okay, can Tracy come in tomorrow? I'm like, yes, of course, we'll try it. I tried getting transportation for her, and it was too soon. They could not make it here, and the one company said they'll try, and we waited and waited and waited. They never showed up. So we missed Tracy's appointment because transportation was notified too late. So now they set it for September 8th, but we're on a list to, if somebody else cancels, we can be put on that list, and we're on that list. So the worst case scenario is September 8th, which is in 3 weeks. So we're going to get her stuff done. I talked to them. That's on. It's going to happen. It's a matter of time. But she's doing good, and for the last 4 nights now, she's been on 1.5% oxygen, or liters per hour oxygen. She's never been this low. She's always 2.5, and then at nighttime I have to turn her up to 4 or so, or she keeps desaturation. She's been on 1.5 for the last 3 days now, and it's been amazing. I have not had to turn her up at night. She is doing so good on her own. Our nurse Mara is so impressed. She is doing so well. And, with her new movements and stuff, she's doing great. And, every morning I go to talk to her. It used to be I'd turn on the lights, I'd turn on the suction machine, and she'd freak out. So now I go in there, and I she's laying on her side, and I kiss her on the side of her head, and I talk to her. I'm like, good morning, honey. It's 7 o'clock. It's time to get up. We got to change you. We got to, give you your food and breakfast and all that stuff. And every single morning, I swear to God, she's like this. She opens her eyes and she turns her head towards me. Every morning, she's looking at me. It's great. I feel that she's she knows I'm there, and she's really, I mean, she's looking at me, and then I go on the other side of the bed, and I go to change her and stuff like that. And she turns her head that way. She's really getting in tune with being aware. She's so much more aware now than she's ever been before. She's doing really, really, really good. So I'm happy with it. But you should have seen her outside with her glasses on today and her little hat. She was pimping. Oh.
So I've got some news for you guys. Last week I told you about our plans for the wedding in Mexico, right?
No, I've never heard this.
Yes.
No, I've never heard it.
Well, we're supposed to get married in Mexico.
No, I can't go.
We had this conversation too. Yes, you can.
Too, yeah.
I can't go.
Yeah, you can.
I cannot. I have
Doesn't matter.
felonies on my record
matter.
from 1988.
Doesn't matter.
You can't leave the country. I can't get
Yes,
a
you
passport.
We got Padre coming across in the boat.
Padre's coming in a boat.
He's taking you across, and he'll bring you back.
No.
You 100% can if you want to.
I cannot get away from Tracy, for one. Two, I can't cross the border. I don't have a passport because
one.
I can't get a passport.
Yes, you can.
I may be able to get a passport, but there's no reason for it because I have felonies, so they won't let me enter any other nation.
No, that's one thing. That's Canada if you have a DUI. That is the only thing, and you can still get around that. Every country is different.
Okay.
You 100% can. But Mexico is off the books. Now,
good.
Brittany has been doing her due diligence, and she has been looking at different places and packages.
How about
and
this?
She found somewhere that's
You
even
show
better.
me a place where they can get me ordained, and I'll be your minister, and I will marry you guys.
No, you see, I was thinking more along the lines of like hiring a Captain Jack Sparrow impersonator because we're gonna be down in the Caribbean, so that would be.
I can't be there either.
Well,
what is wrong with you? You get married in our backyard.
So she did her due diligence and found a package that was significantly cheaper at a nicer location. And we are now planning on getting hitched September of next year, mid to late September, Turks and Caicos.
I definitely can't go there.
Yes, you can.
Uh-huh.
It's an hour flight from Miami.
I cannot leave Tracy's side.
You
I
do
have
it
to have
for
a nurse.
Coachella.
Yes, and I have to beg the nurses and work for them and do all this other stuff and pay them extra so that I can be away for 2 days at 24 hours a day. They have to watch Tracy. I got this talked out with them 3 shows a year. It's all they're allowing me. You're throwing in another thing?
Well, I'm just let you know what our.
I didn't get to go to Dallas Aquashella because Mara said no. She wasn't working that weekend.
Well,
Not only did she not work that weekend for me, she took off 3 days for her birthday and then was gone 5 days and then comes back and was into the hospital for 2 days. She was gone 7 days. 7 days I had to 24 hours a day watch Tracy. No sleep. 7 days. I just got past that. And you want me to spring it on my nurses? I'm going to Turks and Caicos?
Next year? Hell yeah.
Have 2 weddings, one in the backyard.
I'm just saying. I'm giving people a year in advance.
Not going to be there. Guarantee it right now.
Well, here we go. This is a package from your dear friends, your mods. Your great friends.
They bought him some more stuff.
So first up,
Watch this, their finger one. Go on your fingers to get your
are you
nipples.
ready for this? Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
So this first one is from Anthony Ziblis, So then to me, I got this random package at my house. And he said, in loving memory of Bruce. He's back!
Drink up, guys. I said Bruce. It's a drinking word.
Okay,
Wow.
but wait, there's more. So we have good old Brucey Bruce right here.
Then we got Bruce's baby. Fits on the finger.
This is from Lori. Just left. Lori, you know?
Lord Gypsy Kids.
Bam! The other one we lost.
We didn't lose them. They're right there on the shelves.
But wait, it
There's
gets better.
more.
It gets better. Look at this.
These are the finger ones, I bet you.
I can see the look of disappointment on your face. That my
This
poor
is
nipple.
foolishness we don't need.
Oh, but we need all of it. All right. So here's backup Bruce. Bruce's older cousin Gary. But wait, there's even more. We got his other cousin over here. Different style. Bam! Can't even get my hand in this one. There we go. There we go. We got double-handed shark sock puppets.
I don't even want to tell you what you look like. It's the foolishness that I just don't need in my life, you know?
They're a bit more bitey. There's 3 of them. We can all have one. Here you go.
This fits my hand. Great.
Here, you want that one?
You pulled my hair. What is wrong with you?
Pull your hair, hit bit your nipple.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I can't get my hand in this one either.
Here.
Your hands are too big.
Get the nose, Josh. Get the nose. Get the ear.
All right, so that is a lot of Bruce action going on tonight.
Donna.
I oh, fits my hand
This
better.
is ridiculous.
Look, there's Bruce right there.
There's no reason we should have these things here.
Got him.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Foolishness. Foolishness, I say. Oh my God.
So according to you, there's 4 Bruces around here somewhere.
There's still a Bruce and what's his name in the cabinet too. I didn't throw him away. Back him upside his head.
Hold on. I gotta do it like this.
He's got covered nipples. Oh my goodness.
I'm staying
So
out
it's
all
the school
night.
where I'm going to pee myself.
This is the episode where you pee yourself?
No, that's what somebody said on there.
Okay.
I was reading one of the comments.
Oh my goodness. All
All right, we
right,
have
let's get to some fishy business.
Christopher Holman. Welcome to the green team. Glad to have you.
Oh,
buddy.
guys, that's another thing. Instead of just donating $20 when you want to donate or something like that, join the what is it called?
Green team.
Yeah, but it's called
Members.
members only. For $20 you join, and it's the same as putting in the $20 super chat. But now you're joined all month long for the members, and it's the same thing, but you get something out of it. You get to see certain content that ain't on.
Now you're gonna get Bruce Nipple Wars.
Oh shit!
I ain't gonna be here for that one.
OBG Foster says it's as fishy as it gets when grown men tickle each other.
The drinking word is Bruce. Mr. Bruce
Oh,
is
my
right here.
goodness.
I
What other fish tubers have this much fun? None of them.
I just want to know how two of our mods had the same idea. Sending the
They
shark.
talk behind our backs.
Had to. Had to. Uh-oh.
Like, hey, I hear Rich don't like them damn sock puppets. Let's buy some and send them to Josh. Oh my goodness. You just got my toes soaking wet with alcohol.
Did I? Oh man, sucks to be you, don't it?
Yeah, it sure does. All right, guys. Send in your questions. We'll try and answer and help out as much as possible.
Helen English said, laughing my butt off. I was just looking on Amazon for a shark grabber to send to him.
None of you people love me. I swear to God. Let's send Josh some sharks, and it'll get Rich's nipples bit.
So, you know what, guys? Bruce is going home with me every Friday.
You've got like 8 of them now.
Yep, I'm going to hide them all around the house.
I think I'll keep this one here for me.
Brandon says, Josh and Bigrich, how are the fish frays doing after the accident? Everything is doing great. We lost the 3, the 1 ray, the Paraíba, and the Tigrinus, which was heartfelt. That hurt so bad. That was our biggest Tigrinus. We've had him for so long. And that Paraíba we raised from a little 7-inch baby all the way up to, what was he, 20 inches or something? 22?
He was 26.
26. He was a big guy. And then all of a sudden he's gone. You know, that sucked. And you can't go to the store and replace them and buy one that size. You have to buy babies again. Oh, and speaking of what, we have them 2 GATFs and the 2 Armadas in that 580-gallon tank. We're feeding them all the time to keep them full. But we went out there today and we saw something that was horrible.
I'll make a video on it. So,
Make a video
about it. Yeah.
All right, but
But
they're living.
I see light at the end of the tunnel. I think it might get better.
Okay.
As long as I see him eat, I think we're good. All right. Christopher Holman again, $5, and he signed a little sticker and said, "Go Hippo." Is he talking to Hoover?
And go Hippo!
The Canadian Perspective says, if Josh don't set up that pound with the glass panel soon, is it up for sale?
He is taking it to his house and he's got plans there to set it up in his backyard.
I paid like $1,200 for the thing.
I think he paid $800.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I plan on using it for now. Mark's Fish Tank says, this is great. I've been needing a good laugh before I get ready for back surgery.
And we haven't even gotten drunk yet. Look at Hoover protecting his nipples.
I'm just sitting here thinking about a sandwich or something.
This is how we
Leave
keep
it to
Hoover
Hoover.
happy. Hey, Hoo, do you want to go outside and help me? No. You want a sandwich? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a sandwich. Come out and help me. Okay.
I swear I just seen him carrying in 2 boxes of pizza too.
No, there was one that was empty, and the other one had a few pieces in it.
Gotcha.
Something that they had from earlier.
AJ said, are you guys stoked on the Golden Dorado? And someone wants an update on the Muskie. So all the Golden Dorados, one came in, had a plucked out eye. So that had to just be, mistakenly grabbed. But he is eating. The other Gold Dorado is eating great. The muskie, I seen him eat. They're all eating a mixture. I feed bloodworms, mysis shrimp, brine shrimp, and I've got them in the tank with the African arrows.
Frozen so they sink to the bottom.
The
Anything
Chinese
sitting on the bottom
perch.
they eat.
And the albino sterlet sturgeon as well.
That sturgeon is a pig. He eats. From the moment I let him out of the bag, he ate like 10 minutes later.
Good.
He has been eating since. He just gobbles everything off the ground. We're not going to have a problem with him.
Well, he'll be going in with the other sturgeon. Ange, $5 says cheers to Friday and to OFR.
Cheers, Ange. We've missed you, sweetie. The Tabor says, are you going to be in Michigan anytime soon to rescue? We have a Blue Texas, very aggressive, that came with a 50-gallon we bought used. We also have a black belt Asia. So we're not going on any long distance trips anytime soon. Our tires are bald as can be on the van. When Reaper got back here, I was like amazed at how bald the front tires were. So we have to come up with the money to buy new tires. I mean, we haven't bought tires on that thing. We bought it brand new. It had 4,000 miles on it. And then it had great tires. Now it's got 54,000 miles,
Yep.
and the tires are bald as can be. We don't want no more problems with flats and all that kind of stuff when we're going. So we have to come up with the money to get 4 new tires and a spare. We're going to do that next. So maybe Michigan next month. I've got some pickups, and on October I got to go to Chicago. So we're going to be doing Indiana or Indianapolis or Illinois, Chicago, all them rescues during what month? What day was that? Was it 8th and the 9th in Chicago?
No idea.
Look up Aquashella, Chicago. That's the weekend we will be there. I've got to pick up an Arapaima. I've got to pick up a bunch of cichlids. I've got pickups already. So we will have the tires by then because we have to drive it to Aquashella.
Everyone's asking how Alora's doing. She is doing good. People asking if she's sleeping through the night. No. So her latest and greatest.
Let me tell you about this.
Her latest and greatest thing to do right now is she's great throughout the day, and then as soon as it turns midnight,
She pooped all over it.
she turns into a tyrant, and then she won't go. She has not been to sleep no earlier than 3:30 in the morning. We've been trying to break her up of the habit, keep her up more towards the day, so she can sleep during the night.
And she explosively just all over him. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, so cute.
Funny.
Well, last time I tell you any of that stuff, we were telling everyone.
Well, hey, Tracy picked you up as a baby. So, oh, you're so cute. She's changing your diaper. She picked you up. Oh, you're so cute. And you peed in her mouth. These are stories you want to tell people.
Jim Sheasley, $5 says, "Are the sturgeon ever going into the black pond?" Not for a very long time. They're going to be growing out in that 750 until they outgrow that 750, and then they'll jump out to the back pond. We got the Fahaka guy, $10. He says, "Love you guys. Hope all is well. Success. The puffer are frozen salad-sized shrimp. Even cracked open a clam 2 days later." That sounds awesome.
Okay. Here we go. Who's this white horses? Hoover's such a cutie. He's single. He's free. He's here. He's yours. Okay, October 8th and 9th is Chicago. Thank you, AZ. Or AZ Fish Room. We will be there, and then on the 9th, we will be picking up all these fish. So anything around Illinois or Chicago and Indiana on the way back, let us know. Have you guys had a chance to see the paddlefish filter feeding yet? Yes. Every single evening, we throw the koi pellets, and the koi eat the pellets, but out their gills comes like particles, and the paddlefish come by and scoop all that up. They swim with their mouths open. It's so cool. It's like what are them whale sharks? They open their mouth and they just swim with their gills open, and they collect everything. Same thing that these paddlefish do, and it's really cool looking to see. And then, once they get to where they're hungry and they're good, if there's any koi food floating on top, they will. And this is what they were doing in their original pond. They'll come swimming by with their mouth open and their paddle way up front. So their mouth is like mid of their body. And then you've got the shark tail. And they'll come swimming, and then here's some paddle or some floating fish. And they'll go by and they'll flip upside down and they'll scoop it and they'll flip back over. And then, they've got food in their mouth. And it's so neat. I love these paddlefish. We have all 7 of them. None have died. They're all there. They're there every day. We see them. You just saw a bunch today.
Yeah.
And
I fed some last night. I went out there and threw some pellets in the actual.
Now, did they flip upside down and eat?
Yeah, they flipped sideways like that.
So you saw them?
Yeah, I seen one of them. Yeah, one of them came to the
Okay,
side.
so it's time. They're all going to start doing that now.
Yeah.
Now that they're getting used to being here and normal, and this ain't scaring them. And once one of them does it, the rest will start doing it.
Yeah.
Sambo's asking, will there be any tanks big enough to house one stingray on the sale tomorrow?
Not unless it's a small stingray. Our biggest tank for sale tomorrow is a 150 gallon, and no, we have the 200 cube. You can put a nice sized ray in there.
We also
It's 36 by 36.
Also have that frag tank.
Ooh, we have a 10 foot by 4 foot frag tank, which would house baby stingrays awesomely. And
10 by 4 by 1.
10? No, it's 11. But it's actually bigger than 10.
Oh, okay.
And it's 1 foot tall, and it's Euro braced all the way around. But it had cracked on the last foot of it, and then they put in a piece of glass on the inside, and it holds water. It does fine. There's not much pressure on a foot deep, so it's more of a frag tank. But you want to put baby stingrays in there and let them grow out. That's great.
OBG Foster says, I would love to take Hoover home, but I can't afford the food bill.
Oh, that is awesome! He'd be all yours. All it takes is a little bit of food. What? I'm sorry, a lot of food.
Uh-oh. Looks like Hoover's getting a booty call. Mara's saying, Hoover, check your phone.
Uh-oh. Don't take my nurse away, boob. Oh, I got one here too. Mara.
Yep.
She's like, is no one's phones on? Oh my goodness.
Mara texted me too.
So Rich this message.
Okay. She reminded me. We found this machine. It's called an eye gaze machine.
Yeah.
To where Tracy can be able to talk to us. It's $15,000 unless insurance covers some of it. But
Mara just said, you guys are all going to the wedding. A free trip. Yay.
I don't believe her. But anyways, I just worked 7 days that she took off, Some were for her vacation, some were her birthday.
She's talking about packing mom up and all going. She's going, you're going.
Oh, we'll do that. If she's going with us, I'll go with Tracy. Yes. But anyways, this thing's called an eye gaze. And what it does is it watches, it goes on, I guess it's like a pair of glasses, it watches Tracy's eyes and where she looks and how she looks and all that kind of stuff. And it reads what she can say. You can program it for a few words and more, the more coherent she gets. But it's helped out a lot of people that can't communicate because they can communicate with their eyes. So in other words, there's like a red sign, stop sign, and a green light in front of their eyes on their glasses. And if she looks at the green light, that means yes, that type thing. And she can do this back and forth. And we can actually have a conversation with her. I'm looking into it. I can't afford it on my own. But if insurance is willing to pay for, 80% of it or something, I can pay the rest. So, we're looking into this now. It's a big, hopeful thing. It's like too crazy to be real. But if it goes through, we're going to do it. I'll keep you guys, up to date on that. It's just, it seems too good to be true. You get away from me. I will soak you, son.
I give my fish a drink to get a bite of your nipple, Rich. You didn't see him drinking with me?
Hayden G says, I am so glad to be a part of this Fishy family. I am so ready to be able to take a week and volunteer at the rescue. It is one of my dreams. I will go and be part or be in OFR videos. Hashtag wish lived Ohio. Wish I lived in Ohio. Well, thank you. And, we always have fun. We try and have fun. And, we work every day to get ahead. And that's it. And we try and get Tracy ahead and try and do everything we can for her. Try and do everything we can for the rescue. And,
He came up in there and started grasping the whole thing.
He went up underneath into the hole and bit him.
Brittany's Zipla's $10 to tell Hoover to check his phone tomorrow. Sorry, Brittany, got that one a bit late. Someone's asking, are we keeping the Bear of Monday? What
Yes,
kind of
we
question is that? Of course we are. Those Bear of Mondays, for one, they're super hard to get anymore.
Get that?
Yeah, and so yeah, we're gonna be growing that guy out. He's going to be going into one of our display tanks. We're gonna see how big we can get him anymore. You cannot import them. No.
So nobody can buy him no more,
Right.
unless you know a friend that has one. You can buy it off him. So we have a Bear Monday, and we're gonna grow him to maximum size.
That's like a majority of the fish from Australia right now.
Right. We got the Australian lungfish. We got the Bear Monday. We got the fly rib turtle.
We got Omar, our boy Omar with the ducks.
Omar Acevedo. Listen, this guy has sent us so many ducks that I put them away. And just today, I found more ducks.
So listen to this. We were at the fair the other day, right? And we walked by this table of nothing but rubber ducks. And Brittany was like, you should send a picture of that to Omar.
Look what he put on there also. He put, Hoover, I want my shirt back. LOL.
So he sent in $100, says, hey guys, this goes towards the players. Hoover, I want my shirt back. LOL.
Now, I want you guys to know, Omar was one of the stops we had on the east side, and he talked to me, and he said, I want to give your boys, a little bit of, cash because they help out a lot. I'm like, sure, no problem. And Reaper and Hoover, after all that trouble, they got the trailer welded up and everything's going, and they stop at Rod's. Then they go to Omar's. I think you guys got there at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it was 10 at night, yeah.
Yeah, and he goes to work first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Oh,
So
he was
Omar-
an awesome dude. He really was.
Omar gave Hoover, what was it, 120
$120.
Gave Reaper $120 and was like, you guys deserve this. And they were both like, and they're doing this for goodness and being a good person, and they're helping out, and they're going on these trips for me. And, now they got cash. I didn't know that Hoover would go straight to the strip club.
I didn't go to no strip club. What are you talking about? Went to a doctor's appointment, and then after that, I went to see my sister.
That's where all them little Debbies came from.
So, no, thank you, Omar. You're a heck of a guy. You are something else.
I really appreciated meeting you too, Omar.
Yeah, they said you were a heck of a nice guy. So, thank you, Omar. You're awesome. And we'll get your shirt back from Hoover. I don't know if you want it back after he stretched it out. He's got like,
believe it or not,
44 double D's. That's his size.
Believe it or not, my shirt was actually real sweaty, and Omar was like, well, I got some big shirts because he's a big guy like I am, and he was like, here, just throw this one on or whatever. So he actually gave me a shirt to wear. I'm saying I was soaked from sweating up and down them steps.
So he was like, dude, I can't take you no more. Here's a shirt.
Hayden G, $10. Says, I'm so glad to be a part of the Fishy Friday.
I said that one, yeah.
Ended up landing on my birthday, and I'm so glad. I love the OFR.
Awesome.
Hashtag Team
Happy
Tracy.
birthday.
Hashtag Hoover is my spirit animal.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Aiden.
Okay, it says, Cassie Luna says, we love your channel and thank you for the content. I always wondered, did you ever have a least favorite rescue where everything just went wrong, or do you just see every rescue as a new adventure?
We've had a few of them. There's been
We've been
times,
stuck on the side of the road all night long, fixing the trailer flats and that kind of stuff, but we've never hated any rescue.
You
know?
weren't the one doing them.
I was stuck on the side of the road in Michigan, and there was no like off ramp type, there was no side, nothing. I had to be, here's the line, here you are, here's the metal thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm under the trailer with my legs sticking out into oncoming traffic.
He was on the
So, anyways, a semi truck came up behind us and like blocked half of that lane and parked behind us and left his big lights on. And he goes, look, I was stopping anyway, but then I found out you guys are from OFR. I follow you guys. And he sat there and blocked this lane so no cars hit me while I jacked up my trailer, took off the tire, put a new one on, and then we went on about our business. This is just a random truck driver guy in Michigan. I mean, it was great. Awesome.
Nice.
I love our followers. You guys are A1, number one, best fans ever, and next time it'll be harder.
Got him.
Yeah, no, the last time I had a broken trailer situation is funny. I said I'll never take your trailer on a trip again, and I've been renting a trailer every time I went.
Was that the axle replacement?
Dwight Howard tank on the side of the highway in a snowstorm, 10 degrees, cold as hell, 3 in the morning. The axle is non-existent. The rim, the whole hub sheared off. The rim of the tire was that close.
The bearing
from
got red hot and it
off the
ripped
axle.
off the axle. And then
So,
the whole tire came
I had to find a tow truck driver at 3 in the morning to come, for one, tow me onto a flatbed with a 10-foot tall tank sitting on top of the trailer. He took the trailer and the tank as one. Had to keep jacking the trailer up, putting the tire on. It'll go 6 inches, the tire will fall back off. Had to do this all the way up his trailer, and then I left the jack under the trailer on his flatbed. He strapped the whole thing down, took it to his remote 24-hour facility, where then had to find a forklift, lift the tank off of his trailer. My buddy came in from Toledo, drove a couple hours, brought us his trailer, then took his trailer home and left his trailer in Indiana. That trip.
It cost me $650 for a whole new axle. It took them a couple days to put the new axle in, but we went from a 2,400-pound axle to a 5,500-pound axle on this trailer, and brand new axle. So I thought this trailer's great. Then the whole front nose falls apart. We get it welded together. Now the trailer's great, right? It's great. I don't have to replace nothing. Let's see what else falls apart.
No, that trip was my worst experience on a rescue. I absolutely hated it. And at the end of it, I'm like, I wish we wouldn't have got this tank. We could have just, not dealt with any of this stuff, because that absolutely sucked.
You gotta have a fish on it, dude.
All right, we got Mark Hinshaw.
Titty twister.
$100. He said, tires. Thanks, Mark.
Nice. Thank you, Mark. That's awesome of you.
Where are we at? I'm falling behind here.
You're always behind.
We got Soria Warren. You $2.
Got him.
So what's it in the cup, Big Rich?
Somebody don't know?
Oh,
Back up, guys.
I
I'm getting nervous over here.
Hey, I got the whole thing in his mouth.
I've got.
See, but you know me, there's no
what's my stuff I
chips to
drink?
grab. Vodka and Crush? Burnett's?
Burnett's vodka. It's 30% instead of 40, so it's 60 proof vodka. So you can drink it more casually. But 60 proof vodka, it's Burnett's vanilla or Burnett's whipped cream.
It's 80 proof, 40%.
No, it's not. Go look. Someone just corrected me online because I said the same thing. And I look at the bottle and it says 30%, which is 60 proof.
Oh, they had to change that at some point. It used
Could
to
be.
80.
So I buy it and I put 3 fingers of, whipped cream vodka in here. And then I add 1 packet of Grape Crush, 0 calories, 0 carbs. And then I drink it and it tastes like my dad's big, huge grapes that he grew back, when I was a young kid on the vines. It was awesome. So sweet. So, summer ripened and it was awesome.
Got him.
You should have got him once he got up from here.
He hasn't uncovered his nipple.
Top of his head. Leave me alone, Uber.
Fishy went, Dano said correction. 3 sausage fingers, not 3 fingers.
They're not sausages.
Next time I'm gonna bite them.
Allison Berry. My phone just went haywire. What'd I miss?
Tom said, just got a goonch yesterday. Already eating. Any advice, seeing as yours is doing so well? Also hearing how much you love yours made me get mine. As far as goonch, you want, a tank with, some sort of flow in it that they can either get into the current of the water. They'll sit there and play in it, but you also want what they call the eddies in the tank, and that's like a pocket of calm water. So if you have current, you block it with the rock. They'll get up on the backside of that
You
rock.
have current, block it with a rock.
They'll be on the backside of it, and it's called an eddy in the water. Lots of oxygen. Goonch can handle temperatures anywhere from like 60 degrees up to 85.
Why were you guys trying to give me
You keep getting me.
Got him.
You're making my nipples hard, dude. Back to the thing I was answering. You got the temperature, you got the flow rate, and goonch need exceptionally clean water. If you have bad water, they're not going to do well. Once you get them consistently like that, you keep them on the same feeding schedule and just let them be.
Just let them be. Once they're eating, keep doing the same thing and let them be. You can have the water temperatures off. You can have the feeding schedule off. Once they catch on and they're starting to feed, do the same thing. Let them be, and they will grow. Colder waters would make it better, supposedly, but
Cold. Oh, okay, so they come from the mountainous regions of India. So up in the mountains, the water is cooler, but I do believe that the goonch grows faster in a little bit warmer water. Like I'd say 74 is like perfect water for them. So that's also why we have our goonch in one of the tanks closest to the ground. It's also the coldest tank that we can have them in.
The higher we have our tanks, the hotter the water air is, and the warmer the water is. Yep. So the closer to the ground the tanks are, it does get colder.
Lori Kish, $5 says, glad you're having fun with the fish puppets. Was great to see you guys today, and hit that like button all.
By the way, guys, we have a cat. Lori reminded me. We have a cat that was donated to us today. He's got a nice, backpack cat carrier, a kitty litter box, kitty litter, food, all kinds of stuff. And we need to find it a home. It's a beautiful kitty. What was he, gray and white?
Yeah, I think it was gray and white. I believe so.
Beautiful kitty,
I had to just text my wife no before she texted me and said, please.
Brittany, you want him, you can have him, baby.
No. He was just talking to me today about the next cat. I'm like, no. We already have 2.
So if you have 2, there ain't gonna be no big difference to 3.
And you got a big house too, so
You got a huge house.
give them their own bedroom, guys.
Josh, are you gonna argue with me that you don't need more pussy? Cats. You need another kitty.
Where's the cat at?
Right outside on
Right
the white
outside
tarp.
under the tarp.
In his little cat
In his
carrier.
little cat carrier.
What's his name?
Whatever you want it to be.
I'm thinking.
Tobias.
No, I'm thinking of a name. You guys can both get a guess.
Jack.
If it's the name I'm thinking of, I'll take the cat.
Freddie.
Here, wait. I'll write it down first, too, just so you know I'm not lying.
Pen. No, that's it. I don't see a pen.
Here. Okay, I typed it out. I'll set it down. Can't change it. 1 guess.
Wrong. 10 guesses.
2.
10.
No.
Brutus.
Okay, that's 1.
Fred.
Okay,
What?
I'll let you go one more. We got Brutus. We got Fred.
Bruce.
Got Bruce. Hoover. Another one.
Yeah. Come on, that ain't even worth it.
All right, you guys are all wrong because that says Bojangles.
That was my next guess. Bojangles. That's the name. That's his actual real name. I didn't want to
Real
say
name, yeah.
Right.
It
Okay,
is.
so
It
you
is.
take Bojangles home tonight. Brittany, you can take Bojangles home. I've got a kitty litter box. I got food. I got toys. I got a strap on your shoulder.
And we got food
cat
for 'em,
carrier.
too. And we got
Everything.
food,
Everything with him.
everything.
But
with 'em.
Mr. Bojangles wants to be with you.
Is it fixed?
Yes.
Yes.
Boy or girl?
I don't know.
We don't know
I
that.
didn't ask.
We didn't ask all that. It's got a nice little cat carrier.
She's adorable though.
And it looks like it's playful, real playful too.
Yeah. Claw the hell out of all my. Cats do not ignore their name. I 100% disagree with you. You call Boomer and that fat boy comes running. He knows you got snacks. You
Well,
go, Boomer.
You train the fat cat with food.
He's
Yes, you
actually
did.
not fat. I just call him fat because he eats a ton. But he's not fat.
So it's basically like I've trained Hoover. Hoover, I got a hot dog.
No,
He comes running up from the basement. Okay, what you want me to do?
I don't eat hot dogs.
Hoover, I got a hamburger.
This cat
Really? What do you want me to do, buddy?
The cat will play fetch. He's obsessed with Q-tips, right? He'll sit there if you're in the bathroom. He'll meow at you until you give him a Q-tip, and then you throw it, run it, bring it right back to you. Throw it again. He'll come up in the middle of the night and drop a Q-tip on your chest and say, "Throw it! I dare you."
He's like a dog.
And then if he really wants you to throw the Q-tip far, he'll go and drop it in his water dish and bring you a wet Q-tip. Where are we at? I gotta catch up here.
Bring the kitty in, Hoover.
Okay, catching up. How much would you have to pay Rich to shave off his mullet?
50 grand. I'll go bald for 50 grand. And I'll put all the money towards the OFR. I won't spend none of it for myself. I won't buy a new Harley. I won't do nothing. I will spend it on the OFR. 50 grand. Yeah, start the what's that called?
GoFundMe?
The GoFundMe. Get it. 50 grand. I will give up all this hair. Buzzed, bald as can be.
Damn it,
Josh
Hoover.
wants to see you.
Here come the kitty.
So he knows if he wants to take me home with him.
Listen to Hoover.
Bojangles.
Oh, Jangles.
Yeah.
Don't let her out.
I ain't gonna let her out.
Why?
She'll run around this house and we won't catch her.
Did you want to run around my house? Not mean kitty, are you?
No, she's not mean at all.
Nice.
She's not mean at all, Josh.
Look at her, white and gray. She's so cute.
You coming in my house? Take her outside.
You don't like her?
She needs a bath.
Oh, okay.
She's cute. Or he. Whatever it is. Brittany's texting me, babe, bring her home.
Brittany, we will make him take her home. All the extra goodies and the food coming with her.
All right. Okay, let me get back to these comments. You know what?
Someone give him $100K to go bald. Well, I'll go bald as shit. I'll be bald. I'll be like, and here, look, here's something. I'm 56. I'll be 57 pretty soon. Look at my forehead. There's my eyes. There's my eyebrows. See my forehead? This thick. I pull this hair back. Look how much forehead I got. I got nothing. That hairline is there. It's solid. It's just starting to turn gray. So if I could take my brown hair that used to be up there and put it up here, you know what I'm saying? I would be like I used to be. Okay? So I'll cut all this off. All bald as can be. I'll be buzz cut. If the YouTube money comes up good enough to help out the rescue. Period. You stop laughing, Josh.
I was sniffling. All right.
Don't do it, Rich, Kathy says. Oh, I want to say this. Let me say this, guys. Okay? We're not getting very many fishy questions, so we're not helping very many people right now. So let me say this. You guys know I get some hate mail, and I get a lot of it. These people are like, you fat son of a bitch, why don't you put down the camera and help out the kids? Quit being so lazy, help out the kids. And, it drives me insane. It has really been eating away at me, right? I have this, there's 4 girls that are texting me. You're the best man in the world. I absolutely love you. And I'm like, love you too. She goes, no, you don't love me. You don't even know me. I know you, and I love you. I'm just like, oh my God, well, I love all my fishy family, but you got good taste, so I love you more, But just to hear these few ladies talk about what a good guy I am, it turns my heart around to where you don't understand how much seeing all this negative stuff coming at me and flying at me and saying this stuff has hurt my soul. And, it's hard to ignore it. But these few ladies that are saying there, I wish I had a husband like you. You're the best guy ever. I love you. I wish I'd have, ran into a guy like you. This guy, it makes me feel so good. And, forget all the bad negative stuff. Screw them people. These 3 or 4 ladies that are saying this to me, it makes me feel so good. So I am so thankful for you girls. Thank you so much. You don't know how much that meant to me to say that to me. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you know what? I'm not going to bring up all the bad that these people say because screw them. They're assholes.
What are we doing? All right, so how much to dye your hair pink?
Dye my hair pink?
Pink.
Do you know how long it takes to take the dye out of your hair and grow it out? That'd be like 4 or 5 years of my life. It would be pink.
You dye it back.
This ain't dyed. This is like blonde and gray and green and purple and blue. I mean, this is light brown, dark brown. My hair is like multicolored. If I dyed it all one color, it would look stupid.
I was thinking if he puts more or less like a mohawk, pink down the middle, and then come down with mullet, that would look kind of cool.
How about just the top gray, pink. Up here, you know, pink.
Just a little mohawk of pink,
No,
or
like
even the top.
top of your head, where it's all gray, all pink.
And if people want to put a GoFundMe together, and I have to wear it until a month or two, I'd say $2,000.
$100, take it or
No.
leave it.
No.
Oh,
We got
man.
pink washes out, dye fades. Sorry, guys.
Brian Jennings says, Rich, Josh, who? Sup, gents? Love the video showing all the items for sale this weekend. Wish I lived nearby so that I may drop by and meet you guys.
You know, it's going to be a great time. The sale is tomorrow. We had, oh my God, you guys don't even understand. We had like 12 people show up yesterday, and we got the major portion of it done. And then today we had like 10 people show up, and we worked all day. Nonstop. I did not go to sleep this morning. When I got done with my shift at 8 a.m., and Mara was here, I jumped in the shower, and at 9:30, people were here. I did not go to sleep today. I did not sleep. I am here working all day with all this. We got everything marked for prices, and everything, the whole place is ready to go. We did so much today, and we brought out so much more. We brought out the 75 out of the house. There's so much more that went out there today than was yesterday. The RO units, the what's that? Ozone generators, a bunch of stuff we brought out that we didn't even realize we had. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be epic. You guys need to be here. Noon to 3. Come on by.
Sambo says, hey, Rich, I messaged you on Messenger. I'm Samuel. I'd love to make the drive tomorrow. Please message me back on Facebook about this sales Saturday.
I don't.
There's a lot of people who message. Honestly, that's why I said just reply to the threads, like messaging us directly. It's kind of hard to get through sometimes. I've had my friend Mike. We just got reconnected after a few years, and he's texted me, and he hasn't been able to get through for a couple of days, so he just reverted to calling me. I answer my phone. He's like, oh, I thought you weren't gonna reply until September. I'm like, well, you see, I get hundreds of messages a day. Yeah, I showed him all the unread messages in my phone, text messages, Facebook. It is super hard to get through because there's just too many. Where are we at? There you go. Hoover's showing off his tattoo.
No, somebody said something about show some of my ink work.
Seth was here today. He says, thank you for the opportunity. It was great helping you out, and thanks for helping me out. I'll be seeing you soon. Every worker that came here today, they took some stuff home for them, completely free. Had a great time.
AJ says, Josh or Rich, what can house a goonch or jowl for the rest of its life? Well, those cats can easily get up to 5 foot long. So realistically, a tank won't do unless you have something like the 4400. But it's all about footprint. You could go 2 or 3 foot high and go 12 or 20 foot long by 6 to 8 foot wide, and that would be great for them, even if they get to their max size potential. But soon that goonch will be going into the monster pond. As soon as he hits probably 3.5 foot, he's going out there, and then he's just going to get monstrous. It's going to be crazy. OFR, what would you say is the best tank size for a beginner cichlid tank? A 75 gallon? I'd say that's a very, very good start. You could probably, depending on the cichlids that you want in there, you could have 10 or so Mbunas in there. Really wouldn't have troubles. You wouldn't be able to mix the different genres like we have in the Bellagio tank. You would end up getting them fighting with each other. But if you wanted to do an Mbuna tank or a Peacock tank, it would work just fine. Someone's asking what Rich does for a day job.
I own properties. I bought properties all my life. Every cheap property I could find, every distressed property I bought, and then me and the kids went in and rehabbed it and then rented it out. So I've got 9 properties now I rent out. So monthly income comes in, and that covers everything. As far as the rescue, I started a YouTube channel to cover the cost of the rescue. It's not doing it now because the price of gas has gone up, and like Reaper and people like that are taking advantage and spending way more than we need to spend. So the point is, our rescue money is coming in, and it used to cover the cost, and now because of the price and the hike of everything, it's not covering it. So now it's coming out of my money, covering the cost of the rescue. The cost of food has gone up, so the price of the rescue has gone way up. We just had this big problem in New York, and now that cost me a bunch of money. That's coming out of my pocket, not out of the rescue money, because the rescue don't have the money. We get so much money a month from YouTube. Our videos make a couple grand. That goes towards the rescue, which is still the money that I make. I make that money on YouTube. It's not the rescue making money. I'm doing the videos. Josh is doing the videos. We're making the money, and then we're spending that money on the rescue. So we're not getting paid for our efforts of all this editing. You got to understand, we put out so many videos. We're not getting paid for this. We're putting all the money back to the rescue. And now the rescue is not being covered by YouTube. It's a big problem, and back and forth, and we're trying to deal with it. And we're getting by as best we can.
So someone keeps asking about the globe tank. So the globe tank, we've had many different fish in it, and it always came down to the same problem. It is a tank that is excruciatingly painful to clean because it's a round surface. You can't use a magnet on it. You got to get in there. You got this little tiny 10-inch hole, and you're sticking your hands in there trying to clean it. Well, he's trying to clean it.
2-inch hole coming up the center, which is sucking over any babies or any small fish. So we can't keep super small fish. We can't keep large fish in there. It's basically not a good tank.
The last go we had, Larry the lobster, and then the tiger barbs. We got sick of it. We removed the lobster and the tiger barbs. We gave the tiger barbs away. The lobster is now in the cichlid tank. And that tank is nothing but a chlorine ball now. So it's just it's
a beautiful looking tank and a conversation piece, and it came from the show tank. So when there gets chlorine in there, we drain the water. We put in new chlorinated, or not chlorine. When it gets algae in there, we drain it. We put new water in it, full of chlorine, just straight chlorinated water. It's a showpiece and a talk piece now. I don't want to get rid of it. Everybody tells me to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. I want that tank there. It's a beautiful tank, and it's from the show tank. So having it chlorinated, it looks like a beautiful tank, and there's no algae problems. And there's no dead fish problems and stuff like that. So we don't have to worry about it no more. We're not putting fish in it.
Patrick Murray, $5, says, where can I get the plugs to fill the holes on the back of my 125-gallon acrylic tank from a sump? So you can do 2 things. One, you can buy what they call a bulkhead. It's this piece of plastic. You go in there, and it basically tightens on with threads. And you can put a glue in a cap or screw it in a cap to that. They usually sell those. Might be at your local pet store, but you can get them on Bulk Reef Supply. You can get them on Amazon. You just got to measure the diameter. But if you're not going to use those holes ever again, I usually take another piece of acrylic and use some acrylic cement and actually bond a piece of acrylic over the hole. And then you don't have this big, ugly bulkhead sticking out the back of your tank. So hope that helps you.
Okay, I've got one here. This is Gary S. says, Bigrich, tell us a funny story like the mental monkey in your car. Remember that story? Mm-hmm. All right, how about I tell, Richie was like 12 years old. And, I always had you guys driving our cars. I'm like, go ahead, get in it, pull it up the driveway. And the kids thought that was the greatest thing ever. Dad let me drive the car, So here I am. And I Richie out there. And it's Josh's older brother. And he was like 13. And he gets in I had, at the time, I didn't have this Camaro out in the garage. I had a 79 Camaro with the 454 with 250 horse of nitrous. And no hood, just motor sticking up. It looked awesome. Big jacked up tires in the back, you know. And this thing was awesome. It was a fun car. So Richie starts it and puts it in reverse and goes backwards out of the driveway and hits Tracy's car, which is my other car. I own this car and I own this car. So Richie hits this car, moves it like 6 feet on it's skidded 6 feet. And then he puts it back in the drive, and he goes back in the driveway, and he parks it, and he puts it in park, and he comes running in. I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what? Dad, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what? He goes, I'm just so sorry. He was scared. He was scared to death. So I get up. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I go out and look, and it was a 2009 Nissan Sentra. The whole ass end was crunched in where my 1979 Camaro backed into it. So he hit my car with my car. There, I can't sue nobody. I can't get nobody else's insurance. I'm just like, what? So Tracy's car, now mind you, I always had Tracy's car like a hatchback. And then I put a 215s in the back, like 2,000 watt amp. And I always had her a system in there, you know, to where, you know, baby got back. You know, Tracy always had a system. And he backed into my car with my car and just destroyed the Nissan and a little dent in the the 1979 Camaro. And I'm like, I can't do nothing about it, you know? It was just like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Why would you hit my car with my car? You know? But we got past it. And it's, I don't know.
Evan Waldbaum, welcome to the Green Team. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Who were looking poop back there? Everyone's noticing.
Kind of tired a little bit.
No, he's tired. He's scared. Are you ready, Josh? For the next skirt. You don't care? All right, let's go.
Look at these two grown men
He's like,
each other.
I don't care. Look at him go. Poor Hoover.
Question. Someone's asking, how's Peekaboo?
Are you going to do the video on that, or do we want to talk about it?
I ain't going to do a video. I haven't been fit for filming on it. So.
You want to tell them? All right. We got Peekaboo. We had him for like 3 weeks, and he wouldn't eat. And I called Herbs Alive, and guy Keith there tells me, well, their favorite thing is like, you know, sweet potatoes, pumpkin pie mix. They love that stuff. Anything orange like that, they love that. I tried putting that in there. I tried putting it in his mouth. Me and Josh held him and tried force feeding him, and he would not eat. So after 3 weeks, we took him to the doctors, and the doctor took him immediately, said he has renal failure, which I hear is pretty bad. So they put them on antibiotics and what do you call that, where they put liquid into your system?
IV?
Saline IV, yes. And he's like, he's going to have to stay here the night. We called the next day. He wasn't doing good. He wasn't going to eat. He wasn't trying to eat. He wasn't doing no better. The third day we called,
Yeah, I mean, things like this happen, but it's what it is. It's sad news.
he was a gorgeous animal, huge and big and full of life, you know, and to have a doctor tell you there's nothing we can do. He had renal failure for a tortoise, and you know, we had him like 3 weeks.
And when you get into renal failure, though, it's not something that happens overnight. That's, you know, months and months and months. So
I talked to the guy we got him from, and he said he hadn't been eating for a while.
Yeah.
And
he did
I feel like a failure.
He did what he thought what was best and tried getting him help. I mean, who's to say, even if we took him that day, he still had renal fit failure, the outcome would have probably been the same. I mean, it sucks, but it's what it is.
Oh, so Peekaboo is down now, and he's gone.
Try to help. I mean, you can't help them all. But on the plus side, we're going to try and do a...
He didn't die of no pain. He wasn't in no pain. They gave him antibiotics and liquid, IVs, and he wasn't in pain. He just wasn't eating, and then he died. It was horrible. And, people keep asking these things, and I don't answer because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to, someone says, hey, what's with the third tortoise? And I explain the whole thing to there. You know what happens? 1,000 more question comes up, and nobody seen that question. I got to repeat myself. I don't want to talk about it. Give me time. It's rough for us. We take in other people's animals, and whether they're sick or not, broke backs, whatever, we try and do our best to bring them back to healthiness, and sometimes it don't work, and it takes its toll on us, and I don't want to talk about it. People keep asking, and just please let it go for a little bit. I'll tell you the story when we can. It's
Jim Sheasley, $10, says, wish I could come out tomorrow, but can't. Hope you make a lot. I might send my brother for me.
Jim, you're always welcome here, buddy. Not to mention, oh my God, what you left here for me is amazing. My nurse came in the morning and says, oh my God. And I'm like, what? I'm in the kitchen. I'm taking care of Tracy. It's 7 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. And she comes in and she's like, this thing's so creepy. I'm like, what? And she goes, this thing. And she's over there. She's like this, standing on one side of the room. And I'm like, what? And I come walking into the room, and here it is, the creature from the Black Lagoon. Life size, like from his chest up with arms. Looks like he's crawling out of the Black Lagoon. And it's sitting on my table. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is awesome. I want that around my pool, have him coming up out of the pool, that's awesome. And she didn't like it. She's like, why would you have this here? I'm like, my buddy Jim Sheasley obviously, left it for me. He's a great guy. So we have that, and now it's going out into the pool, and he's going to be climbing out of the pool. It looks so awesome. Look up Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's a 1954 or 59 movie, but it was awesome.
To me, he actually looks like the Slee Stacks off of the Land of the
Stop it.
He kind of does.
Does he, don't he? For real.
Josephine C, $20, says, keep up the good work, guys. I'm trying to check on Pacu Pete, the albino Pacu from Chicago Discus. The Pacu's doing good. It's actually in the 3,000, so if you see it on camera, it's the only albino in that tank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm caught up on that. We've got Hayden G sent in $5 and didn't say anything. Thanks, Hayden. Nope, not gonna read that one. Sorry, guys. Some of you are being a little obnoxious in the comments tonight. Just spamming.
Usually our fishy friends are faithful, good people. Yeah. You might see somebody new that gets out of hand, and then all of our people attack them.
I'm sitting here messing with Bruce, and Hoover's telling me to get you.
Really? That's the kind of friend you are? Seriously?
I'm saying you've been getting me. I've been just sitting here. I've been quiet. I haven't said nothing. I just
Really?
been
You're not
sitting
saying
here
nothing? You just
saying
protecting
nothing.
yourself?
saying nothing. I'm just like a bird in the tree.
Yeah, always your boss says, spammers are spamming, not us. our following, our people are great people. I love our following.
Agent G, $5 says, I think we should make this a long night tonight. Haha, Big Rich, let's hear some more behind the scenes stuff. Well, fortunately, I cannot. If you would like to stay on, it's totally up to you.
I'll stay on, of course.
But they want, behind the scenes stuff, so you got to tell them another story of taking it.
What? Who took my mojo says, Josh, will the paddlefish need winter feeding? No. Once they reach a certain degrees, like I think it's 50 degrees or 59, we stop feeding the koi. I don't know about the paddlefish, but I know that they definitely slow down and hibernate for winter and then are able to go back again come summertime. So we're not feeling like there's going to be any problems with the 7 that we got. We didn't lose any of them. They all lived. They're all out there and they're all eating, So we don't feel that there's going to be a problem coming wintertime. We're doing good and they're doing good.
Tony Montana, $10 says, I know this is a fish channel, so can we get Reaper to do a cold start on the Camaro on the behind the scenes channel? If you guys remember, there is a video on my dad's Camaro, like way back in the day. I remember.
I had you started, I had Tracy started. Oh my God, that is such a beautiful video. She gets in this car and she's never touched it before. Me and Richie built this car, his older brother. And this car went through many autoramas and got, first place, best of show, all this stuff. And then I put her in and I'm like, put the key in it and turn it. And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And she's so timid, little Tracy. And she puts the key in and she turns it and she goes, blah, 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 blah. And she jumped back. It was so funny. And then I'm like, rev it a little. And she goes, what? And she jumped back. She had the biggest smile on her face. I look at this today and I'm like, oh, that's my baby. She's got the biggest smile and just shit-eating grin on her face. It's so cute. You got to look back. Go on to OFR and then search for Camaro or Tracy, and it'll be one of those videos.
Brittany Ziblis, $20 says, happy early birthday to our head mod, Lori. Her birthday is
happy
tomorrow.
Birthday, Lori.
Yeah, we all
She was
give
here
her
all
a
day.
special happy birthday, OFR. Thanks for everything.
Happy
she does
birthday,
for
Lori.
Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday, Lori.
She was here all day today. She worked her butt off.
Yeah, and then I got here and she even helped out some more.
Yeah. She stayed up until it's time to go on the live stream and she left. And I told her she could stay on the live stream and, be here. She didn't want to.
She's in here in the comments. So look at all them happy birthdays pouring in. Josh and Rich, if someone wanted to visit and volunteer, what do you have to do?
Text me.
Yeah.
Bigrich at OhioFishRescue.com and text me, hey, I'm free, Thursday, I want to come by. And I'll be like, great. Or, hey, Thursday we're doing a rescue. I won't be here. Let me know. Get a hold of me.
Facebook works too sometimes. You get through.
All of my rescues, or I'm sorry, volunteers usually come by on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I try and have them together because if they come, 4 and 5 deep, we can do big stuff. And then, Saturdays they come by, so if one person comes over, then they're hanging out with me and we're feeding the fish and we're doing this and we're doing that, but if you come over on a Wednesday or Saturday, I can have 2 or 3 people doing this or doing that. We're getting things done,
OBG Foster, $5 says, moving to Ohio on Monday. I have a zebra finch and might want a leaky tank to turn into a cage. His wire cage is 18 by 18 by 30. Very hard to clean. Well, we do have a couple of crack tanks or small tent things out there.
And we have them for free. If any one of our tanks, any crack or glass breaks or whatever, we give them out for free to the reptile people. Because you can put, if the bottom's broke, you can put a piece of wood in there and then not worry about any of the glass, and then put a piece of, fake grass in there and a thing to hold water. And it's a great snake tank or reptile tank or whatever. So any of our tanks that have cracks are out there for free to the reptile people. We have about 12 out there. So if you got reptiles or, regular, things you want to put in there, come on by and take the tanks.
Who took my mojo? He's the one who asked about the volunteer, and he said, how about from Oregon?
That means
He's in Oregon, and he wants to fly here and help out. So the
if you
last
fly
time,
here and you want to stay here and hang out with us, I've got spare bedrooms. You can hang out here, a couple days, a week, whatever it is you want and you're willing to do. We will do that, and I will feed you while you're here.
yeah, when Kevin Kent came in, he's also from Oregon area. I went and picked him up.
Kevin Josie, yeah.
I went and picked him up from the airport. Dropped him back off too.
Chris O says, haven't seen volunteer Jen lately on the videos. Is she still around? I haven't seen her. She hasn't showed up. Volunteer Shay showed up today. Jen hasn't been around. She hasn't called. She only calls when she has time, blah, blah, blah. And, obviously she hasn't had time. We have no problem. We have no problems with her or, beef or nothing like that. So she'll call me the next time that she has spare time and she'll come out. She loves coming out here.
Giraffe Jackie says, oh my God, I'm saving for a flight. I want to come from the UK to see you all.
Well, if you come from the UK, you definitely have a room for the night. For sure. You guys got to understand. I got this 8,200 square foot home, and there's 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. Well, my kids have all moved out. Now it's just me and Tracy. And now Tracy's down. So Tracy ain't doing the work she used to do. And now I have to take care of her, but I also have to do the work she used to do. So, we have, and I'm alone here in this huge house. I'm cleaning bathrooms that don't even get used. Somehow they get dirty. I don't understand it. So 8,200 square foot, 5 bathrooms, we use one of them, and the rest have to be cleaned weekly just because they get dirty and dusty and stuff like that. I don't know. So, anybody that comes by, you're more than welcome. The best room in the house is Josh's old bedroom because it has a brand new bathroom, all made of marble shower, marble floors, marble walls. I mean, it was his Christmas gift, and we decked it out. And he picked everything out himself, and it's a beautiful bathroom. And then he moves. He got a girlfriend and their own baby. They got their own house now. So this is the bedroom that I give out to everybody because you've got your own bathroom in there. Then come out and help me during the day. That's all. Brittany Ziblis says, "Can we hear Bigrich's singing voice?" To sing happy birthday, Ange. No. I am not a singer. I'm a guitar player. But I do backups. But it's yelling backups. Like during Seek and Destroy, I'm playing the guitar, and I'm just jamming. All of a sudden, run on your way, hide, you will be done, 1,000 deaths. That's all I do. I can't sing. My father says I can sing. My father can sing like crazy. He's got an old hillbilly voice that's like, oh my God, sing some more. You don't want to hear me. I can't sing, and it's not good, but I can yell some backups,
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't sing. I can't sing. I've tried. I wish I could sing. That is one of the things I wish I could do. I can't sing, As a matter of fact, when I play guitar, if the this is funny. If the the thing of what's it called? If the beat's going right, and that's what I'm playing on guitar. Here's my point. I have to talk to you just like this. I cannot break, key and sing backups or anything else. I can't sing leads, nothing. I have to follow what the guitar is doing. And I don't want to. I'm not trying to. That's just what I do. So I'm over there, doing the rhythm, and I have to stay in that key. I don't know how or why or what, but that's what I'm doing. So Metallica comes through, and it's like, on our way, hide, you will be dying. I can scream that, It's in key. But if you come up and talk to me, Josh is like, hey, Dad, we're running out of alcohol. What do you want me to do? I don't know, but, you better buy some soup. I have to follow the music. I can't break the key. I'm sorry. I can't do it. It's terrible.
Oh. I had a question here and I just lost it. Then here diving into the chats and I lost the question I was about to read. Someone had a comment about doing scheduled tours, like if you had days the volunteers could show up. Say if you want to come over and volunteer from Wednesday from 11 to 4, you guys can come, you get a tour and volunteer your time. So it's always the same time. You can release that schedule online. If anyone wants a tour, they can come and help out along that time too. Might be a good idea. But all right, guys, it is 7:30. I got to go and finish up a few things. So, Boob, you can take my chair. I'm gonna head out of here. It was nice hanging out with you guys. I had the shards off.
Would you do me a favor before you leave? Would you grab me one of those out the fridge?
Oh, yeah.
Top shelf.
He's looking for a beer, yes.
Yeah, I got you. See you guys.
Yep. You got to leave this way. You can't say see you yet.
I'm talking to the screen.
Oh. How do I get this back behind me? Oh. All right, Josh is gone.
Hoover.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Josh.
Thank you. I appreciate that, brother.
Fishy with Dan says, how much to rent Josh's room monthly? You know what? I've never thought of that, but I've always gave everybody, if you come here and stay here, you got free rent. Help me out during the day. And then the rest of the evening's yours. You know what I'm saying? I've never thought about renting it out monthly or something like that. I used to do Airbnb here, but people were freaking out because of the fish and things were just, it was just, I made,